Hi, this is Richard from North Texas Ball Cards, and this is the first video of 2024. It's not going to be my usual collectible card club box. I haven't received it yet. So, in the meantime, I have two boxes of 1990 Topps that I found at my local antique mall. Quite a while back. I've had these, and don't worry, no, I'm not going to rip all 72 packs, I believe 36 packs per box. So yeah, we'll break this down into a few videos. So I'm just going to do one for right now, and even then I think we'll break this into probably two videos. So there we are. As you can see, the packs are all still sealed. So how about we take out half of them, and we'll put the rest of these aside. This will be in part 2 in the next video. It's 1990 Topps. You know what we're looking for? We're looking for the Frank Thomas No Name on front, and also the, what are we looking for? The George Bush Sr. card when he pitched for Yale baseball, and the Ken Griffey Jr. card, and the Sammy Sosa rookie. So that's just some of the goodies we're looking for. So let's get started with these. Let's kind of get stuff arranged here a little bit. All right, and these are junk wax, so you know there's going to be some gum in there, along with a propaganda card. Now, the indicator, or at least what's usually the indicator of the Frank Thomas card coming up in the pack, is the Curt Schilling card. So we want to be sure we find the Curt Schilling, then hopefully the next card will be Frank Thomas. So y'all might get to see me have a heart attack live on video. All right, our first card is Mike Smith. Then we're going to Lance Blankenship, John Dobson, Kirby Puckett, there's a good one to hang on to, Steve Cummings, Marvin Freeman, Francisco Cabrera, Matt Williams, Dan Petrie, Melito Perez, Pete Harnish, Tom Henke, Chris Carpenter, Art Howe, Jeffrey Leonard, and Mickey Tettleton. One down, 17 to go. A little bit of gum residue on that one. Let's see, let me find a place to put all this before the junk gets away from me. And let's find our propaganda piece, put that aside. I'm also going to be looking for Texas Rangers cards, because I don't think I have all the Texas Rangers ones. All right, first round draft pick, Ronald Harris of the Rangers. We'll be hanging on to that one. Rich Dodson, Ron Jones, Jose Uribe, Jim Clancy, Don Slaught, Pete O'Brien, Rafael Santana, Dave Johnson, Gary Pettis, Hall of Famer George Brett, Pat Sheridan, Bo Jackson, there's another one we'll be putting into PC, Jody Davis, Randy Kramer, and Fred Tolliver. A little bit of gum residue on here, but not too bad. And there's our puzzle piece. Not puzzle piece, the propaganda sheet for spring training 1991. Sorry I didn't make that one. Rafael Belliard, Darren Dalton, Rick Shue, Pat Borders, Bill Schroeder, Mark Guthrie, Luis de los Santos, Jeff Hamilton, Jose Gonzalez, Marcus Lawton, Glenn Allen Hill, Greg Jeffries, Bruce Ruffin, Glenn Wilson, Carmelo Martinez, and Frank Tanana. All right, so far nothing that just jumps out at me, says, oh my God, we have to hang on to that. But that could just be around the next stack of cards. So let's keep going. It would be really cool if I'd find that Frank Thomas or the George Bush one. Either one of those would be great. I think the George Bush one's only valued at about $300 or so, according to Trading Card Database. But you never know. We'll get first thing I would do is send that one off to be graded, put it in a PSA slab. Steve Yeltz, Steve Rosenberg, Rick Cerrone, Carlton Fisk, Hall of Famer, Franklin Stubbs, Mike Devereaux, Jack Armstrong, Ron Hesse, Bo's Daddy, Dante Bichette, Kevin Elster, Bobby Valentine with the Rangers, Jerry Royce, Mark Lemke, Fred Lynn, Hensley Mullins, and Pascual Perez with way too much Jerry curl. Propaganda card. That last pack didn't have a propaganda piece in it. That's unusual. Mike Davis, Joe Ursulak, Gary Gaetti, Rolando Rooms, Eric Davis, Jeff Robinson, Luis Aquino, Jeff Torberg, Mark Langston, Dave West, A Checklist, Tommy Gregg, Hojo Howard Johnson, Louis Meadows, Russ Nixon, and David Wells. I have a lot. I think this is about these two boxes here. I think I've purchased probably two more aside from those that y'all have already seen me open. And I just like that. I know the odds of finding one of those mythical no name on front is probably pretty remote. But everybody has to have something. And at least I'm not wasting my money on crazy stuff. Edgar Martinez starts off with this pack. Dwight Smith, Lance McCullers, Mark Grant, Gene Nelson, Scott Scudder, Frank White, Joe Hesketh, Mike L. Definitely one for the collection there. Nolan Ryan, 5,000 Ks. We'll put that one aside. Mookie Wilson, Kent Herbeck, Mike Jeffcoat, Mike Boddicker, Doug Jones, and Nick Osaski. What's going to suck is that the last card in one of these packs is going to be that Curt Schilling card. So, you know, we just missed the Frank Thomas. That will severely upset me. But that's how my luck goes. So I won't be surprised when it happens. Okay. Let's kind of get things organized here. Clay Parker starts us off in this pack, if I can get him separated. Joe Bover, Dan Plesac, Kirby Puckett, we'll hang on to that one too. Stan Javier with the unibrow. Von Hayes, Pat Borders, Eric Show, Roberto Alomar, John Kruk, Kevin Apier, Steve Sachs, turn back the clock on Mike Schmidt, Kirk Gibson, Scott Terry, and future star Todd Zeal. And let's get rid of our propaganda piece. George Bell. We've got a couple of good ones so far. Joey Bell. Benny Santiago. Clay Parker. There's Joe Bover again. Plezak again. Kirby Puckett. Stan Javier. Bob Ojeda. John Wathen. Jim Gott. Kevin McReynolds. Rob Ritchie. Lenny Harris, Steve Balboni, and Mark McGuire. Not his rookie card, but very, very close. I'm going to see. I need to go to my little antique mall. I haven't been there in a while. I need to go there and see if I can see if they have any 89 Fleers laying around. Rick Royschel is starting us off. Donnie Baseball. Roy Smith. Dennis Rasmussen. Steve Sachs again. Mike Schmidt again. Kirk Gibson. Jack Morris. Gus Polidor. Gary Templeton. Paul O'Neill. Shane Raleigh. Robin Yount. Junior Felix. Ramon Martinez, and Ernie Riles. All right, we got 9 packs to go. There's Dante again, Kevin Elster, Bobby Valentine, Jerry Royce, Mark Lemke, Fred Lynn, Hensley Mullins, Jerry Curl, Vaughn Hayes, Pat Borders, Eric Show, Dave Stewart, Gary Sheffield, All-Star Rookie, Bill Swift, Mike Moore, and Rick Leach, another one of my Rangers. I've got one of the Frank Thomas cards with his name on it, and I wouldn't mind finding another, but still, it'll make your heart skip a beat just a little bit, just on the off chance that it could be that magic one that'll nearly pay off my house. Bob Melvin, Tim Burtsis, Willie McGee, Barry Larkin, that's a good one to have. Bobby Witt, Teddy Higura, Doug Rader, the late Don Zimmer, Jose Gonzalez, Marcus Lawton, Glenn Allen Hill, Greg Jeffries, Bruce Ruffin, Glenn Wilson, Carmelo Martinez, and Frank Tanana again. Sure, you could buy like the George Bush card on eBay, pay a hell of a price for it. But to me, it's about the hunt. It's about going through the packs, finding that magic, that that second right before when you identify that the Curt Schilling card, knowing that Frank Thomas is supposed to be next. That's the stuff that keeps you going. All right, a checklist. Andy Bennis, Dr. Strange when he was working his way through med school. Jose Gonzalez, Marcus Lawton, Glenn Allen Hill, Greg Jeffries, Bruce Ruffin, a little bit of wax residue, Ken Daly, Jeff Reardon, Rob Dibble, Junior Ortiz, Jeff Ballard, Rick Sutcliffe, Sid Fernandez, and Bob Guerin. There's our propaganda piece. Jeff Reardon is starting us off now. Rob Dibble again. Junior Ortiz. Jeff Ballard. Rick Sutcliffe. This sounds familiar. Ernie Witt. Mike Brumley. Hubie Brooks. Marvell Wynn. Ron Gant. Jeff Russell. Gary Redis. Sparky Anderson does not look happy. Steve Balboni. There's Mark McGuire again. And Zane Smith. So we found a couple here. Mark McGuire's I might hang on to. I'll get these all entered into a trading card database at some point. So if there's something here, any of the old junk wax stuff that any of y'all are looking for, by all means, make me an offer or shoot me an email. Let me know something in the comments. You can also reach me at northtexasballcards@gmail.com. Lou Whitaker, Tom Kelly, Mike Witt, Mike Scott, Pete Smith, Ken Howell, Glenn Braggs, Chris Sabo, Ron Oster, Steve Searcy, Carlos Quintana, Bill Doran, Jeff Ennis, Ken Patterson, there's Mike again, and there's another Nolan Ryan's 5,000 Ks for the Mets. We'll put him with his twin over there. I think I'm pretty sure I've got all of those Mets in the Nolan Ryan inserts. I think there was one for each team he played for. I think I've got all of them. All right, that's our propaganda piece. There's Dave LaPointe. I don't think we've seen him yet. Mark Davis. Jeff Blouser. Domingo Ramos, Mel Hall, Paul Kilgus, Brian Harper, Norm Carlton, Tim Cruz, Rick Aguilera, Rod Nichols, Pat Perry, I'm beginning to wonder if Marbles didn't do this, Jeff Juden, Jose Orozco, Ed Whited, and Sergio Valdez. All right, 3 packs left to go in part 1. Like I said, I'll split up. I'll do the other half of this box and then split the other box similarly, so that way you're not watching an hour-long video of me going through 2 boxes of cards. All right, here we have Mr. Bob Malachy, Jim DeShays, Willie Randolph, Lloyd Mosby, Dick Schofield, Jack Howell, Jose Alvarez, Darryl Strawberry, there's a good one, Rafael Ramirez, Kurt Young, I almost lost it when I saw Kurt and think it might be Schilling. Mark Portugal. Dennis Cook does not look happy. Kevin Wykander. Luis Rivera. Turn back the clock on Sandy Koufax. And Tim Leary. All right, 2 packs left to go. Let's get some almost last pack love. So get off some of that gum residue. Pull out our propaganda. Rob Deere. Bobby Bowe. Bobby Bonilla. Terry Kennedy. And we're getting some good ones here. Randy St. Clair. Roger Craig. Bob Dernier. Harold Reynolds. Jack McKeon. Rafi Palmeiro. There's one we'll add to the Rangers collection. Jack Morris. Bo's Daddy again. Kevin Elster. Bobby Valentine again. Jerry Royce again. Mark Lemke. And Fred Lynn again. All right, last pack. Last pack for this video. Come on. First, don't think that if I were to find one of those, I still would rip the other half of that box just to try to find another. Okay, BJ Surhoff. Brooke Jacoby, McGriff the Crime Dog, Donnell Nixon, Steve Finley, Cal Ripken Jr., Bill Landrum, Craig Reynolds, Kelly Mann, Bob Rogers, Steve Lyons, George Canale, Dave Clark, Keith Hernandez, Hal Morris, and our last card is Scott Lusader. Let's go with Lusader. All right, well, no Frank Thomas in this one. Let's see if I can get all these into the shot without screwing it up. So here's half of the box, and so far I drew 2 Nolan Ryan 5,000 Ks, so I think I came out ahead. All right, well, that's half a box of 1990 Topps. Sorry we didn't find anything that we were really looking for, though the Nolan Ryans aren't bad. Stand by for part 2. We'll start that one as soon as I get a chance. And I'd like to thank all y'all for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next video. This is Richard from North Texas Ball Cards.